Yo, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. I'm Ramsey Abushala, editor-in-chief of UrbanPitch.com. Julio Monterosa, Bridget Flores, co-executive directors of Vibes. Solo Dolo again. What's going on, y'all? How we doing?
Solo Dolo.
We busy. We booked and busy.
Booked and busy. We got,
right.
This is coming out after the Street Soccer USA LA tournament with Borussia Dortmund. We're going to be emceeing the night portion of that. We got Fiesta Broadway coming up this weekend. We'll be out there for that, hanging out, doing all types of stuff. So
Park openings, kissing babies.
Yeah.
Supporting mothers without fathers.
Right. Providing support.
Everything. You're for the people.
Everywhere.
For the people.
All types of support. You know,
For the
whether
streets
it's
and for
mental,
the people.
physical, financial.
Not financial.
A multitude of. You're
Everything
a
but
multitude.
financial.
Yeah, right.
I don't know about the finances. Got to figure that out somewhere else.
I want promotion away though.
Hey. We're working on it.
We're working on it.
Yeah, but we are busy because I don't know if you guys heard this summer the World Cup is coming, and we're coming up.
What is that?
Yeah, so it's when all the teams in the world come together. They play
Interesting.
this game called soccer. They're doing it here. The U.S. is hosting it this year, and
Hope Sonny scores a goal for us.
with that comes a lot of events, and we'll be out there. So we hope to see you out there. But with the World Cup, a lot of news dumps have been happening over the last few weeks. We're going to get into those. We're going to talk about some new documentary releases, the Clint Dempsey release, so stay tuned for that. But first,
You know me, dog.
let's talk World Cup. Let's start with the bad news first. Tailgates. It was reported that a lot of stadiums, and I don't know if it's going to be across the board or if they're going to leave it up to the stadium by stadium basis or if it's just a FIFA thing, but looks like we're not going to have tailgates at this World Cup. And I mean, tailgates is a very American thing only because we like to drive. We love our cars here. Cars are a big part of the culture, big parking lots. Don't have the public transit systems that they do in Europe where, you go to the pub, have a few drinks there, have some appetizers, hang out, talk about the game, all this and that, trash talk, then take the train to the game or walk to the stadium.
Right.
They don't really have that here. It was going to be an American thing. What are you guys' thoughts? No tailgates? What's the deal?
I think it's funny how I think this was reported, 2 days ago, a day ago, FIFA's banning tailgating. And to that, they came out real quick, I think this morning, and they were shutting down the rumors. From what I read, because I was looking into it, they said that they're not necessarily putting any policies in place related to tailgating.
Yeah.
However, every venue has their own policies related to tailgating and whether it's allowed or not allowed in their stadium.
Yeah.
So, which goes back to that concept of different stadiums may or may not have policies in place. I think that there is policies in place, but I think people don't follow them. I think these exist. I think we're overlooking the fact that it's possible that these policies already are in place and they exist at every venue.
Yeah. SoFi, there's signs in the SoFi parking lot, no tailgating.
No tailgating.
We've been to SoFi for different games. And the tailgate, it's not like Galaxies where it's tailgates at every 5 yards. There's a new tailgate. But I mean, there's people out there having a good time, grilling up some dogs.
Exactly. So I think this just goes to show how much focus and attention there is on the FIFA World Cup coming.
Yeah.
And so all of these things are coming out, and it's just news flash. But it's it kind of was already there. We're just kind of missing the point. We don't care. I don't think FIFA should put in any policies. I think that they should leave it up to the stadiums, and also I think people are going to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I was a little upset about it first, but I kind of.
He was the one tweeting
No. I think it's great, just for the surrounding, especially England with SoFi, such a new. It's not a new city, but a lot of new business there, a lot of business trying to get off the ground. So it'll be a great boost for them to get off the ground. There's a I think it's Croc and Bars right across the street. SoFi, great restaurant, has great food, has a bar. Even inside of that complex where SoFi's at, they have some good little small little bars around there. So I think it's great for like the small businesses that the restaurants around there, like some of the restaurants in Inglewood that have been there for years with an alcohol license, is great for them to like get this big amount of people like supporting the small businesses that we are so much losing nowadays.
Right. What's the name of the Jamaican spot? Right by SoFi too. I forget what street it's on. It's right. Maybe it's on Manchester. I don't know. But there's.
Is it Guagua? No, that's the one on Crenshaw.
No, so I was walking there the one time I went to a Rams game there. I parked on the street because I didn't want to deal with the parking. So I parked like maybe 4 or 5 blocks down the street, and I walked by, and I've seen that they might have another location elsewhere in LA, but I remember being like, oh, we should try that out. But that's a good point because I think tailgating, you think of like NFL games or even MLS games where, we've done videos checking out tailgates, hanging out with people before the game. And it's a beautiful thing, like hanging out outside. You got, tomahawk steaks on the grill. We're ringing the bell of the tequila bottles. So that is a cool experience. It's a very American thing. They don't do that really much anywhere else. It's a big, especially college football. But maybe we get a taste of what it's like, the elevated culture of European, like the Europeans always want to, let's be like the dumb Americans with their, they don't have culture, they don't do this. Maybe we'll get a taste, and maybe, who knows, all of a sudden it could be a thing. Maybe before, instead of being at Christmas Tree Lane, let's go to Chuparia and have, and then go to the game from there.
Not even there, like Inglewood, SoFi have a restaurant that I enjoy going to. Like Bridget had her birthday there, Fiesta Martin. So it's been a staple for Inglewood. They have like, I believe, 3 locations. The one Bridget has is like their fancier location, but they have like 2 like locations that have been there for years and years. I remember having my first drink there, having my first dirty Corona. Basically, it was tequila and Corona, a little bit of red dye.
Yikes!
It was the birthday dinner or brunch you didn't go to, and I
showed up 2 hours late. Me and Roy were sitting there. It was at 11. Said be there at 11. I texted Bridge, "Yo, what time are you getting here?" She goes, "Oh shoot, you're already there."
Oh my god!
She shows up at like 12:45.
I missed my flight
We're
from
starving.
Austin.
Julio doesn't show up. It was.
I was supposed to fly back from Austin at 6 a.m, but I didn't get back to my a hotel at 4. It was like, don't fall asleep because we're not gonna make our flight. We wake up at 5:30. We go to the airport like, hey.
For a 6 a.m. flight, you woke up at 5:30.
Yeah, so they're like, hey, your flight is kind of gone. Yeah. So we're like, when's the next flight? Like in 3 hours. All right, y'all can wait here. Heck no, we like check outs at 12. We went back to the hotel, knocked out.
Wait, you went back out of
Damn,
you did
that's
security
crazy.
twice?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's wild, dude.
I'll have to take a nap.
We were still drunk.
Jesus Christ.
I remember that trip. I remember seeing that was the Seth. You met Seth Rogen.
Seth
on that
Rogen,
trip,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Shout out to Randy for from Absolution. Really,
Yeah.
he hooked us with his homie to like get us into there, and they I
was a
guess
private event.
Seth had a private
That's
event,
so
and we were able to
funny.
go and just from connections out here. So that was amazing.
We love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know Julio loves to name drop and be like,
Of
yo, I know him. Get that VIP treatment,
I'm not like y'all. Regulars.
Hey, love to
yuck.
see it.
Regulars. Yuck.
But okay, so the tailgating thing, right?
Yeah.
Bridge, you said maybe not that big of a deal, but I feel like it felt like it is a big deal because of all the other stuff that's been coming out. Another big news drop was that the tickets, like the zones of the previously, if you bought like a zone 1 ticket, which is supposed to be the closest to the field, like your primo real estate, you're at the midfield line, you're maybe a few rows back, pay premium dollar, all of a sudden FIFA's moving those back. And this one I think was confirmed. I don't know if it was The Athletic or I forget who did the reporting, but now the charts have changed. So they had the charts of this is zone 1, this is zone 2, this is group 3, this is group 4. And a zone 1 ticket maybe now looks like it's going to be in zone 2 because FIFA, I don't know if it was they underestimated the amount of hospitality tickets they needed to sell or they needed to reserve. So they need to give, the bigwig corporate sponsors the best seats. And that's pushing out the people who thought they were going to be in those seats. Now they're sitting a few rows back, which, boo-hoo, rich people problems. But it's still a big deal because it's like, what if you were in group 3? Now you're moving to group 4. It goes all the way down the chain. And I don't know, man. It just feels like every single week there's a new thing to be like, oh my goodness, how are we gonna even be ready for this? And do you think this is like kind of concern trolling, or is this like something to be actually upset about?
You know, I don't know if you guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys are on TikTok, but the TikTok comments when you're reading them, and there's like a video about like ticket prices and the surge of it, and then people are commenting, being poor saves me yet again. Like, that's how I feel. I'm like, that ain't my problem, because one, first of all, I didn't freaking get selected for the lottery to even purchase tickets, and then two, the ticket prices are crazy insane, like definitely out of my price range. So I couldn't be me, but I do think that it's like, what did you expect? Like they weren't specific about what seating location you were gonna get. They're just showing zones and categories or whatever they're called. So I do think that it isn't fair, and people are getting priced out to give first priority to the bigger fish in all of this. But at the same time, I'm like, did you get played, or was this already the game that you were playing?
Yeah, I think they should give more tickets to sponsors. So
specifically sponsors we work with.
The issue, Julio, is we got to get with those sponsors first before you start throwing those out there.
We're
I'm saying the more sponsor tickets they have available,
the better chance.
The better we have a chance. So I hate to be you guys, but sponsors, man, y'all deserve them. Y'all been working so hard. Y'all been promoting that World Cup.
The last thing you want to see, though, to that point, the last thing you want to see, though, is like the white collar, like starched suits that are sitting courtside. They put like the jersey over the dress shirt. To me, that's not the type of fan that, everybody deserves to be there, but the fans that like truly love the game and have like the true passion for it, that's what makes the stadiums electric. I don't know that we say this every single World Cup, and it turns out, the stadiums are still electric, because after all, it is the World Cup. But at what point is the line going to move to where it's like, oh, last time we did it and it was fine. This time, maybe let's add a little bit more, and let's add a little bit more. Then the more you add, and the less like true, I'm going to say quote unquote true fans, because everybody's a fan of the game, right? But the ones that are like, that they live and die for this stuff, it might lessen the overall atmosphere. And I'm interested to see what the atmosphere is going to be like, because in '94, I obviously wasn't there or alive for that, but the videos of the Rose Bowl or all these different stadiums, like it looked amazing. It looked electric, and the U.S. put a good show. So I'm hoping we can replicate that or even add on to that. And I don't know, like the more suits that get into the stadium, if that'll negatively affect that overall atmosphere.
Obviously, in '94, I wasn't even like born around the time that the World Cup happened, but at that time, I don't even know if the sport and the game spoke for itself more than any type of marketing could have ever done for them at that time. And what the '94 World Cup did was bring more fans and bring more spectators and bring audience that maybe was new to the game, to find a passion, to find a new passion, to find a new sport that they could love. The idea this day and age, this year, is to do the same thing. Obviously, like we all want that, especially if you've been a part of the game for so long. You want to see positive impact come from this World Cup, being in the U.S., in Canada, and Mexico. But I don't know how well that will go if we're seeing all of these price increases. There's just so many paying barriers that we're seeing. And it even goes back to just what the issues are with why soccer in the U.S. isn't growing. It's because of that paywall for everything. The youth pay-to-play pipeline is an issue. And if we're not getting the youth and the younger generation to love the game and to have access to the game, we're not going to get homegrown players. We're not going to get U.S. players to like build themselves to be great players to play for the national team, to play in the World Cup, to represent the in the World Cup. So I think there is some sort of discouragement that we're seeing with these prices, and the people that love the game are the ones that are being excluded and X'd out of it. But then again, like you said, at the end of the day, once the time comes, the World Cup is the World Cup, and we're going to see people show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I heard Hercules say something like that I 100% agree with. He said, this federation has failed our golden generation.
Right.
And it goes back to like just them not doing their job, doing their due diligence. Like they could like literally have way more fans in America. MLS is growing at a rapid rate. So that could be a mistake on their part. But going back to going back to this World Cup, I hope Mexico has an amazing opening game. I hope Canada shows hospitality so we can show the U.S. How things are done. When you're running a country with love, not fear, things can be amazing. Mm-hmm. So I hope our partners in this World Cup, Canada and Mexico, have amazing videos, have amazing vibes, have people talking about how amazing it was to be in these two countries and like see the difference once they come here.
Interesting. Yeah, and you mentioned the Hercules interview. I saw that. I don't know if it was an interview or a podcast, but he's talking about Matt Crocker leaving his position as USSF sporting director. Less than 2 months before the World Cup.
Bro, I hate that because the onboarding takes longer than like, keeping them on.
It's crazy. And Mr. HR here knows.
No, you know a thing or two.
Yeah. So Matt Crocker reports that he's going to Saudi Arabia for a similar job. So not necessarily like a.
But like you're leaving like. 45 days before the World Cup?
Yeah, it's something. I don't know how many days exactly, but something like that in the 50s, like high 40s or maybe like mid 50s.
Yeah.
Just adds to the chaos. It adds to everything that we've brought this up, especially on the men's side. It's been a lot of chaos this last 4 years since the last World Cup. You know, the Reina scandal, Berhalter coming back. Or leaving,
coming back,
and then
leaving,
coming back,
then getting fired,
after the Copa America. You have Christian Pulisic deciding maybe I'll play this, maybe play that one. You have former players attacking him for that. You have current players calling the old players evil. You have all of this just kind of like cycle of dysfunction, and now sporting director, big time role, says peace out. I'm gone. I'm not going to be there for the World Cup.
I'm chasing the money bag.
It seems like it's like, dude, get me out of here. I don't know, and I'm not an insider. I don't know, but that's what it reads like to me as a fan and as a consumer of U.S. soccer. It's like, dude, you left 2 months before probably the biggest moment in this nation's soccer history since 1994, with a group of pretty highly talented players. Are they as hyped as people say they are? I don't think so. But still, what has happened in these last 4 years where we leave the last World Cup being like, yo, this midfield, this could be like the future. Musa, Adams, and McKinney. That's like, now Musa's not even in the conversation of like, he hasn't, I don't know when the last time he was called up. You have a coaching carousel that's been ridiculous, and now it's like where we were 4 years ago. It feels like we are not even close to that level of optimism. Like I don't know, man.
There's more drama than progress here.
Definitely.
It's a huge soap opera.
And it starts with like the alumni not agreeing with anything the federation has done. You've seen how outspoken Eric Ronaldo has been. You've seen how Landon Donovan is like, hey, let me get the role because I want to help these kids. After like all the trash he's talked about these kids. So
but hey, maybe that's what they need.
Yeah, but like I do think like even getting Pochettino and not going after Jesse Marsch, like an American player doing great things in Europe. So American coach. So you like there's a lot of everything that this federation has done in the past year and a half. Nobody has agreed with it. Nobody has everybody's just like, all right. They forget about the team and they have worried about the outside stuff. How do you expect the team to perform when there's a lot of drama outside the team? It's not even about the players. It's about the coaching. Who's running our federation? How are we going to run this World Cup? How is this country getting ran? I have not heard about hey, look, but Kenny's gonna be balling.
Right.
Oh,
that's like the seventh thing on the conversation docket.
Like uniforms are fire. It's like, yeah, but who's
what
running
about the players?
Yeah, like
we haven't. Yeah, and that's a good point. We haven't talked about like the form of the team.
At all. No type of formation. We haven't mentioned not one player. Like
and we're not even like an X's and O's podcast, but like that's something that we would talk about. We're like, oh yeah, I really love how these people, these so and so is playing. I don't know who's our starting goalkeeper is going to be. You know what I mean? Like all these questions. Who's going to be our center back pairings? Like what? Like there's so many questions on the field that we haven't even got to because we're still trying to like shovel the water out of the boat when there's a massive hole coming. Like I don't know, man. It's just been.
We're forgetting about our players, and we're worried about too much outside noise. And
sorry, go ahead.
Like I'm saying, outside noise. It could unite a team or it can make a talented team crumble. You've seen the Lakers 04.
Yeah.
Talented team, but a lot of noise outside. Like
the one World Cup, I was gonna root for the U.S. men's national team. Damn.
Well, looks like I got to root for Mexico.
Maybe the next 4 years.
Maybe 2032.
No, but yeah, like, and it's a winnable group too. Like
it is doable.
Oh man, it sucks. It sucks.
The fact that the biggest headline for the U.S. men's national team, and then the World Cup being just around the corner, is the fact that we lost the director of the U.S. soccer is kind of crazy. And what have we always said about players who go to Saudi Arabia? What are they doing?
This could be a humiliation ritual. Have you heard about those? Like before stars get super famous, they have to do like, you know, they wear dresses and they do all this stuff. Like this could be just a gigantic humiliation ritual for the U.S. so that the powers that be in the soccer world, then next World Cup cycle, all of a sudden we're on the top of the game. So I think maybe
next World Cup cycle?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That has to be. It has to be. There's no other explanation for every single thing just completely going downhill over the last 4 years. This is what it is.
Could be.
This U.S. team is representing how America has been in the last 4 years. Like stock market has gone down. All the prices of buying food has gone up. Like nothing feels affordable. Like
gas is crazy.
Like the way this country's going is the way our national team is going as well.
Yeah, I don't know if that's I think that's a coincidence. I don't think that's like causation. I think you've seen periods of time where our nation was doing really well, and the sports teams haven't, you know.
No, we had the women winning.
The women have been holding it down for way too long, man. It's time for the men to kind of step up and show.
The women just lost their first game in, I think it was like 20 something games. They're playing friendlies against Japan. But anyways,
it's rough.
It's looking rough. However, Julio's their last.
No, I'm saying like this can honestly unite the team if the players just be like, hey, let's block the outside noise. It's us against the world right now, because not even our fans are really backing us up like they should.
Yeah.
We have a McKinney doing in great form in Juventus, and people are still saying like, what has he done? Pelusic that has performed with Chelsea, didn't get the love that he deserved. He's in AC, probably the best Italian player in the league right now.
Before he got hurt, he was certainly in the top 5 conversation.
We do have questions as goalie, but Richards has been great in the EPL. He's been, you always see like, oh, he has won so many battles. Like he was top 3 last minute defenders. Still question about Reem. But we have some young guns that I wish we would have seen a little bit more. But yeah, like this can either unite, or we could just be like, hey, like our golden generation only had 2 points.
Yeah, turns out the next generation is gonna be a golden generation.
Let's just skip this one real quick.
Redo. Yeah.
This is our mumble rap phase.
Yeah.
Maybe when the time comes, and it's time to grind, like the resilience will build them the confidence and the dedication they need to make something happen.
But it's a World Cup, though. You gotta understand, like, if you get hot at the right time, things can happen. You see how Costa Rica.
Dude, how are they gonna get hot?
You see how Costa Rica, like nobody had Costa Rica going to the 5th game.
Quarterfinals, I think quarterfinals.
Yeah. So you get hot at the right time. You get Mexico 2000. Was it 6 when they beat Italy and they just went into a little stretch? Oh, no, it might have been 2014 or 2010. But like you get hot at the right time, you can compete with the best of them.
Yeah, it's gonna take we don't play any more games until the World Cup. So I think Canada has a set of friendlies before. there's not enough time to quote unquote get hot. It's just going to be like, how are we going to show up? Are players going to be healthy? Are they going to be in form? And can we turn out the noise that's been, buzzing around this team over the last 4 years? And those are a lot of, unanswerable questions. And we'll have to see come June, is this team really worth the hype that's been thrust upon us over the last 4 years?
Yeah, something about the U.S. though, they're just like Mexico. Against big teams, they turn it up when it has to be. Against small teams, they choke and don't seem like the team that everybody thinks that they are. So.
Right. Yeah, it's a sign of a bad team.
Maybe someone just needs to drop a banger for the World Cup in the U.S. and that'll hype them up.
Yeah. Yeah, Soldier Boy, where you at, man? let's get that pen writing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on some of the more positive stuff because a couple of new kit releases have dropped over the last few days. So we had the big Adidas, we had the big Nike drops, the big Puma drops. And that accounted for, I want to say, like maybe 85% of the teams in the competition. But a handful of teams have smaller representation or not the big three. Cape Verde is one of them with Capelli, and Panama is another one with Reebok. And they both dropped their World Cup collections earlier this week. And I don't know what you guys think, but I love both collections. I think they're really, really, really well done, super unique, especially in the case of Panama. They have
The
really
retro
cool, really cool like details, whether it's the necklines on both of them, the collar on the home and the alternate, and like that kind of like interesting V, like half square look on the away jersey. Really nice from both nations. What are your guys' thoughts, and where does this fit amongst like the noise that came with the Nike and Adidas releases a few weeks ago?
I mean, obviously you're gonna see the brands with more teams have more hype, but I think this is just a reminder that the brands that don't have as many teams still do a really good job with listening to or paying attention to what the country means, what matters to them, and how to represent it. I think the Panama one was really sick, and then the Cape Verde. I thought about Julio because I know he likes very minimal, and I think that one was done very well on a minimal level, but the design of it, the colors of it stood out to me.
Yeah, they had like the triangular pattern that's based on like the shape of the flights, or like I don't know if it's the flights or the ferries that go between the islands in Cape Verde. So that was a super cool design.
Like
I think
cultural resemblance to it.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Cape Verde. This whole World Cup, big fan, super fan. Like
he's trying to get in with the fans. You're trying to get in the
please,
supporter section.
I want to go to that tailgate.
Take me in.
Yeah, please.
With arms wide open.
But even Reebok, like the thing about smaller brands, when you're not the Adidas or the Nike, they show that they put the love, they put the care, they put the attention, extra attention. Having that retro white and blue jersey, bruh, like I was looking online to see if I could buy it. Like I'm gonna try to probably get it this weekend just because I'm in love. Like I want to buy that jersey, just rock it outside. Anything 90s retro. Like it reminds me of when Chile had that Reebok across the red and white. So like that era of jerseys, I feel like it's one of the best eras of jerseys. And when Reebok was probably on top of
Reebok had a run. Chivas was with Reebok for a long time. They were with Liverpool for a little bit. So a lot of like really cool Reebok like
even
gems.
Capelli too.
And Capelli's more known for, I think they do like a lot of referee uniforms are Capelli.
Even the ref uniforms are pretty cool for this World Cup.
I didn't see them.
Or it might probably just. Oh no, I'm sorry. La Liga had retro.
The
weekend.
retro day.
Them ref jerseys was pretty fire.
Yeah. So Capelli is known, like they do a lot of youth, like a lot of club teams are sponsored by Capelli. And
in the East as well.
Yeah, and so they're a U.S. based brand. I think they're based in New York, and you don't really see very much Capelli on like the top levels of football. So I think they sponsor a couple teams in the USL W League. The women's, or not, sorry, the Super League, the USL Super League, the top women's league in USL, and it's cool to see them get some shine because these brands you know, it's hard to compete with Nike. It's hard to compete with Adidas, and even Reebok. Reebok's still like a legacy name, you know. So it's shout out to the minnows that are, you know, still churning out some quality.
Shout out to the shout outs.
Big
Yeah.
reppin'.
Okay, cool. Do you want to talk Clint Dempsey? You want to talk?
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, don't tread on this. So I know
my grind.
I got caught up. I got busy. I didn't get a chance to see to watch the episodes, but I want to get your guys' thoughts on the episodes that you did see. So his new docu-series, You Don't Know Where I'm From, Dawg, came out on Paramount Plus, and what, 4 parts? Is it 4 parts? 5 parts. So I will say, to me, anytime there's a docu-series or a documentary that's like 3 or 4 or even 5 parts, kind of a red flag to me. Because, especially the Netflix true crime ones, like the Cecil Hotel one, you guys watch that one?
It was great.
It was good. It
Towards the end,
it should have been an hour.
Yeah.
An hour 15 maybe. Make it 1 episode, because they're showing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. They're really trying to spread it out over that, you know, 3 or 4 episode run. I'm gonna reserve my judgment because I don't know if that's the case with the Clint Dempsey one, but for like the Christian Pulisic one, like some of the other like sports documentaries that are over a period of time, it kind of gets repetitive, and I feel like I get annoyed, and I'll be like, oh, come on, man, this could have been 2 episodes, or this could have been 1 episode, you know? So what are you guys' thoughts? How did you feel about Clint Dempsey, and do you feel like he's I saw some like pushback on like this guy doesn't deserve a docuseries.
Getting blocked.
Clint, like this federation, this U.S. national team, like our goats, Landon and Clint.
Yeah.
Like, 1A, 1B, and you can go on whatever, but for me, Clint is my U.S. goat. Like Clint is my guy. My Instagram profile picture is me seeing Clint as a kid. So I think it was great. You saw his like how he from the oldest town in Texas, growing up, how soccer wasn't a thing. Like he had to drive 3 hours for practice because there was nothing there. And I've been saying this for years. Best soccer comes from Texas and California. And that documentary said the same thing. Like the only two states that really produce real talent is Dallas and California. So just seeing the rise his rise through the ranks, how like he was overseen, even he played D1, he was doing great. Like he was still.
But it's small, like Furman, right?
Yeah, Furman.
Yeah,
so like
smaller D1
he was still like not like viewed as a prospect. How FC Dallas like he's from Dallas, like played Dallas. Like everybody saw how good he was. How they passed him twice on the draft. And it was basically his coach's recommendation to an assistant coach that he knew for him to get drafted to New England, and him using that view of it getting overlooked because they didn't have a way to find out great players. Yeah. So once he got overlooked, came in and fired and just showed how nothing was given to him. He had to grind for everything. That shows his attitude. How he was real feisty. Wanted to not fight, but like prove everybody wrong. Like even going to Europe and not giving the credit he deserved, even though he was scoring bangers. Yeah. Everybody remembers that chip.
Right.
Like
Champions League, right?
Yeah. So like just no. Euro Cup.
Europa.
Europa Cup. So yeah. I don't know. Probably because I might be biased because I'm just like a super fan.
Yeah.
So like I was just like this the whole time. Like oh my god, I remember this. And it brought nostalgia back. Plus I'm like, dang, this guy really grinded. Yeah. I can see why Nike signed him.
And that's why he has a song. Yeah. That rap song.
I feel like they missed an opportunity to drop the album.
Right.
Bro, he hit a verse. He kind of rapped the first verse on the docu series. I was like, man,
you still got it, man.
You got the chills.
I feel like he wants it to happen, dude. And I don't know if there's like some paperwork ties where like the label he was with like isn't allowing him to release it, or I don't know if that's the case, but there's no reason why that album shouldn't have been released.
He's like the Eminem version of soccer. Grew up, in off the trenches, grew up in a trailer,
Yeah.
rap song,
Right.
showing people that he can do what he can do. You know, he's not afraid to like go against anybody.
And Landon Donovan went to private school.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he is the Eminem of soccer. Let's give him his credit.
Right.
No, but yeah, I even like Landon's on that docu-series, and like he I don't know if people in that actually, like, I don't know what Landon expected, like if he won, like once he came back after his sabbatical, like if he was gonna be like, hey, we're the faces of this, and but he's like, that's not Clint. Clint is like, if you don't grind with me, like,
Right. I don't speak with you. Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
As someone that's familiar with this Clint's story and like his like going through what he went through, like I was very intrigued, and I was like, yo, like I need to. This is going to be something that's very interesting to watch. So I'm interested to see if like a lot of other people thought that too, or if it's going to catch on. I haven't seen that much buzz around it yet. It recently just came out, so hopefully, you know, it'll take a few days or a couple weeks for everybody to kind of take the time to go through it all.
We're in the 5th episode.
Or maybe it's the issue I had and the fact that I had to pay, because I didn't realize Paramount Plus is
I'll give you my account.
a paid app. So Clint, maybe run me a free trial or something.
Yeah.
I'll pass you my password. Mike.
Thank you.
Don't say that on camera.
I didn't get to watch the first episode because of that. But I saw the trailer, and then I saw like some of the uncut clips, the cut clips on Kate's account and CBS Golazo. So I was really hyped, and I'm intrigued, and I'm excited I'm looking forward to watching it, because if there's one thing about a documentary that I enjoy, is the fact that it makes me understand the person on a more human level, and it gives me an opportunity to like bring more respect to the person that I'm like learning about. And I really appreciate that, hearing where they're coming from, like the grind, the hustle, and just like all of that coming together to where they are today. Like that makes a big difference. And so it always inspires me. So I'm looking forward to watching it.
And I like how they have like a big part. They have a big chunk of that 06 national team. Like just seeing the backstory is like
number 5 team in the world going into that World Cup. And
best U.S. national team ever.
But I mean, that legacy got erased because they didn't perform at that World Cup. They got grouped.
I know, but like I just seeing the names.
Right. And so I think that had they done well, or even just got out of the group, they would be remembered a lot better than they were. As you know, I think Mexico was 4 and the U.S. was 5 going into that World Cup. That's crazy. That's like unheard of now.
They had the perfect mix of veterans and them young guns, because Dempsey came in as he didn't even know he was part of all this, and this is something I did not know. Like I don't remember, like I thought Dempsey was a lock-in growing up. Like that's all but now seeing like he was part of all these Nike campaigns. The song came out, don't throw on this, like, but they didn't even know if he was gonna make the 32 team roster.
Yeah, and that was before he made his move to Europe too, right? He was still
New
so England, right?
he was on the second. He got drafted same year as Freddie Adu, so 05, and then he did a great rookie season, was rookie of the year for MLS, and then his sophomore year he starts making the campaign to make that World Cup. So he didn't even know he's a second year guy, balling, but he didn't know if he was gonna be a lock-in.
Right. Yeah. That's.
I know, and I don't remember that. I thought he was like, probably because I was like, this guy's amazing.
I mean, yeah, but he was still young at the time. So, and then from there on, obviously became the talisman.
Yeah.
And did everything that he did.
He's the man though. He's my U.S. GOAT.
And he's just seems like he's super down to earth. Every like interaction I see,
real.
like he was at the Nike Toma event, and like he was like interacting with all the fans and the people and that were there.
We're gonna meet him.
Yeah.
We are.
Remember you commented on the video?
He's gonna come on the pod.
He did comment on the video. He did comment.
He commented on the pod. So
Shouts to Clint. Yeah, shouts to
Clint, we need you here, Clint.
Yeah. Anything else that y'all wanted to go into?
No.
Before we wrap it up.
Angel City FC balling.
Yeah. Well, it's been a minute since they played, but they actually just lost their first game. But
no saying balling because they're first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we not used to that.
Right, not used to that. It's just an interesting time to say that. But shout out
they
to
started
Kansas
off
City.
great.
Yeah, great
We'd love
start.
to see it.
Tough loss. They tied it late and then they gave it up. So Giselle Thompson though, she's having a fantastic year, and
Nice.
she's with the national team right now during the international break. So I think her stock's climbing.
There
Will
it is.
she join her sister in Chelsea? Hopefully not for another few years, but yeah, shout out to Angel City.
It seems like this is the year they might a real chance.
Make some moves. I don't know. It's still too early to tell, but I do like
There's
what I've
definitely
seen.
some progress,
Yeah.
and we love to see that.
Do love to see that. All right, cool. This has been another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. For Julio Monteros and Bridget Flores, I'm Ramsey Abushala. We'll see you next week.
Boom.